Greetings, I am Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator, today with EVE Online video instead of stream today, because it's gonna be how I'm doing things until I'm done with the channel. Alright. Clear the opportunities, clear the ring. Let's still go fight pirates and deliver something. All those skill points gotten me through research project management and graviton physics and rocket science. So I'm going to go get the rocket science person over in Heck. Gotta go help my researcher. Okay. We'll talk about some stuff along the way. So first off, I have started training at my new place of employment, and I will be working a reasonable amount of hours for a reasonable amount of pay, and I think this is going to work out. It's going to take some time to get used to, but I think this is what I need right at this moment. My current place of employment will actually be closing its doors to customers before it closes the door on the associates. So the day after we close for their customers, we'll be having an event for associates only. So make sure to go to that. This this was the place that saved me in the early days of the pandemic. So I am grateful. You know, I will overall miss working there, but a lot of things are changing that I can go do something more in line with what I would like to do. Yeah, it's part of my first day at the new place. Uh, I got to rearrange something that really needed to be rearranged. So that was, that felt like a good investment of time and effort and thought. Also, I also got to find something that I asked if I could take home and go through it because it's a way to demo. It's something to demo a game. I'm debating on the doing a video for it here, but it's a game it looks really nice, and sure it could just easily be referred to as anime name of other game, but I want to see if I can revive interest in it because just was bugging me to see it sitting around gathering dust. See if it makes me go to Haggler again. All right. Yeah, I was, ooh, I was supposed to drop those off at home and I forgot. It's fine. I will pick them back up as I get back here. Yeah, that was an oh crap moment of. I hope I'm ready to accept, potentially losing the booster. Thankfully, I got in and out of there without any trouble. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to keep up with this game while I'm doing my new work, but I'm only working a few days out of the week. So my days off and on my mornings and evenings after let's do stuff here. It's a way to wind down or warm up. Yeah, this will probably be the one thing that helps keep me kind of sane. But yeah, if you haven't seen it already, I've completed Doom 2016. I did go back and find the lever for the secret in the last level. It was just right in front of me, and I didn't even realize it. Imagine, I have to imagine how hard that fight would be without all the upgrades and stuff leading up to it. Like, I think part of what makes that final battle easy is finding all the upgrades and stuff in the process. Because it makes so much of a difference. Okay, shows of 10 hours left. Okay, I was worried that was already expired. Oops, feeling like, oops, I forgot to insure this thing. Well, it would be a shame if anything happened, you know. I've just been gathering data cores, making tier 2 stuff. Having to buy the components that are require moon mining and reactions. I'm starting to think that I might either need to join an actual player corp or start one of my own and actually recruit people who are willing to take that kind of risk or help me take that kind of risk. Watching my back. Um, I don't think I have that kind of time to deal with the upper level Eve Corp management stuff. But it is something I'm gonna have to keep in mind that if I keep playing this game. Uh, like, what do I do if I stop playing? Where do I put my time? My projects? I might need to. Or I can just make space and, you know, other stuff like mining or just waiting for things.
Warp drive active.
I can work on a project while waiting for stuff. Yeah, I think that'd be alright. As long as it's in high security, where I'm not having to worry about sudden pirate moves out of nowhere.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Oh yeah, speaking of moves, friendly reminder: if you're playing Eve and you buy something from someone else, it goes into your personal assets. So if you need to move it, you either need to move it yourself with a proper ship, or establish a contract with that person or another person who might have a way to move it from that location to yours. Once you've bought it from me, there's no other way for me to move it to you. Yeah, I won't go into details on the emails, but it's like one, I don't understand the language they're using. I had to debell the or Google Translate the first email I sent, and then like, okay, I sent more after my response. I'm just like, okay, either buy your own hauler or set up a contract. I don't know how many people, how much time goes into really learning the game. And there's plenty of resources online. Yay, DC2. Yeah. And you can always mess around and find out as well. It's like just understanding the way things going are going to go in the game, how to do stuff. Is important. Welcome aboard, rocket scientist. I don't have an immediate use for rocket science data cores, but let's start looking into it. All right, let's take all this in. No, I stuff with yet. I put in a buy order for nanite engineering data cores for a couple weeks because I figure it gives people room to build stuff up. Yeah, I still have quite a bit to sell. Mm. Did it? I did a Zydrian order the other day. It's like, wow, someone actually managed to fulfill all this within the short time that was remaining on that order. I knew there was less than a day left. It's like, I don't know who's going to fill this. And luckily, somebody did. So, thank you. All right. And I'll be on my way. So, what else is going on? We played Ride the Rails for the final. I did not win that one, but it's all right. It's a good game. It's very quick,
Warp
which is
drive
nice.
active.
But then there's this kind of sense of there are limits to how many different ways the game can go at the start. And depending on how it goes at the start, you can kind of see how things go later on. So unless people really go out there with certain moves, you can kind of anticipate what's going to happen. But I don't think it's a completely solved game. There's still opportunities for players to do really oddball stuff.
Drive active.
Some oddball stuff actually makes sense. But yeah, the way the game works is take you'll take a stock in a railroad, and you can build a railroad of the types you have stock in, and you'll move passengers along links from one city to the next. You get money for the cities, and the links will pay out to the people who have shares in the company. More shares, more money.
Warp drive active.
More of those links, more money. So you might help your opponents in the process, but as long as you know you're making a big profit on it, that's what you want to try to focus on. It is the second of a 3-game series. There's Irish Gauge, which is an introductory game, and Iberian Gauge, which ups the difficulty. Not quite to 1830 levels, but it's a gateway experience to it.
Warp drive.
I'm sure we'll play it again for future board game leagues. I think I'll be sticking with it at this point. I'm not gonna have the Fridays to go drop by the library and see if anyone's doing the tabletop gaming stuff anymore. I think I stopped by like once or twice, and there's like nobody. I tried setting up a game, nobody joined in, so
Docking permission
like
requested.
there are probably some good reasons why not a whole lot of people want to do gaming on Friday afternoons for the library,
Docking request accepted.
but wish I could find a day that does work. You know, we do our stuff on Tuesdays at the game store. So if they did it on Tuesdays, it'd be overlapping with that. If it was any other day, then I would like to make it a point to join in. Because whatever we can do to expand the league group would help a lot. Things keep happening that our group isn't really, it's kind of stagnating or shrinking. It very rarely doesn't really get a whole lot of people coming in. We used to. I guess things just don't really work out the way you hope. Go ahead and throw some to that. Wait for them to make. Or we can take some miniature electronics and drop them back on the planet. I'm having to get kind of creative with swapping things between making bacteria and extracting microorganisms to make bacteria and extracting noble gas to make oxygen. So I can make this super tensile plastics. Yeah. Huh. I need to make more of this. Alright. Yeah, I remember just going through Tech one time. It's like, does anyone know where I can get super tensile plastics in the chat? It's like, you know what? I can refigure my world to do it. I didn't say it out loud, but it's like, you know what? I'm gonna do it for this person. And hope it works out. Let's see. It's mid extraction. Alright. See, I always appreciate when they do stuff like this and like show you how well your uh, scans and other stuff that you do is gonna turn out. Let's see here. Let's see more extra special. It's probably the best I got right now. Alright. So now to go pick up some stuff. Go drop off the data core and then go do the shipping and distribution mission. Have some extra money. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting adjusting
Warp drive active.
to my new financial situation. I have to keep better track of knowing what I owe and planning for the next month ahead of time. That's why I'm counting on my returns this year as soon as possible before my store goes under. That way, I have some kind of cushion to work with.
Warp drive active.
And I ought to focus on eliminating my bills. My phone should be a little bit cheaper starting next month. Because the phone will be paid off. It should just be on the phone bill only. I'm going to make a significant debt in both my lines of credit through my bank.
Docking request accepted.
Just make sure, pay a little bit extra, try to speed things up a bit. If I can get into a position where I can pay off the reserve line balance and have about half that much in my account left over after doing so, that's about where I want to be. Deal with this. Yeah, cover that. So I'm gonna have 5 people bugging me about stuff. Thankfully, 2 of them are in the same location. Okay. What can be done with a copy? A copy cannot be invented further. Great. So I'm going to take that home. What about the rest of this crap? Oh yeah, I finally have graviton physics. So I'm still waiting on graviton physics to get learned. So I'll come back in about half an hour. Come back in about half an hour. That should improve the probability. All right. Fair enough. In that case, let's just take the fully researched corpse scanner blueprint home. I'm gonna fly around and pick up some other stuff to take. Other stuff. Something else I took home from the game store with permission, of course, is Game Trade magazine.
Warp drive active.
I'm making a list of games I'm going to do some further research on and see if maybe order getting those ordered would be things, people would see at the store and want to pick up for themselves. Even though it's not my main interest, I decided to add the Gundam card game because it's on the cover of the January issue. So it is from Bandai. I haven't watched a whole lot of Gundam. I might do that with my off time. It's like see what's streaming where. You go watch something. I watched the first half of Iron Blood Orphans because they had the English dub for that. Yeah, I'm just with with the brand recognition, it should do decently. Have enough oxygen. We're gonna pull some. For sale. Always helps to have sellable, some good commodities for sale. Yeah, licensed card games are always going to be a risk. With a recognized brand, it especially Gundam. It might be what it needs to be the hit. The next big card game hit. So many freaking card games over the years. Judging by some of the pictures for the unit cards, it looks straightforward enough. You know, you got your units, you got your pilots, you got command cards. It's oh, and the what looks to be the attack and defense numbers are single digits, which is appreciated. Not everything needs to be in the hundreds, thousands, crying out loud, or tens. I mean, tens are alright, but it just seems, I don't know, better that way. And has a bit of a lag to it. Yeah, that one's on my radar. Last Shot by Steve Jackson Games is on my radar. That one's a quick little game, uh, inspired by the Cold War. You know, agents and all that stuff. It was just an ad for the game on page. What is it? There it is. Yeah, page 21. I don't see a whole lot of other information on it, so I'm just. I don't know. Cold War stuff is always curious to me because I was born right as it was on its way towards winding down. And of course, I grew up in the time that was, you know, it just ended and other things were happening, like Desert Storm and everything else. But I was too young to really think much about it. So, yeah, nothing else about Last Shot. So I'm curious. You're in Irmori. I'll go back there after I deal with this. Some transmitters home. Alright. Yeah, Steve Jackson Games. They do a lot of fun stuff. Not too stupidly complicated. Just really straightforward. If I get Ogre before the channel is done, I'll feature it for a little bit more of an advanced game. And then there's a big fold-out thing from Gale Force 9, and one of the things featured is The Adventures of Conan. First quarter this year. Yeah, the last couple Conan games. One was Empire Conquest one that I featured on a couple years back. Age of Conan. The other one's more scenario-based adventure,
Warp drive active.
scenario-based action. This one looks more of a explore the world kind of thing, kind of Witcher in the old world type. And they've already got expansions announced too. Yeah, I again one of my fondest series from growing up has been Conan the Adventurer, the cartoon. It was a fun show, and the one character that always stuck out to me was the the woman with the bracer of shuriken throwing stars. Really, thought it was just cool.
Warp drive active.
Fourth game on my radar is Seven Empires by Rio Grande. That one's in the pre-order this game section. Because they have this kind of middle section of by company and what games they've got coming or already out. So yeah, 18th century Europe by the guy behind Concordia. I'm curious because there was another game called Struggle of Empires. There's also seven factions in that time period. And I'm wondering how it compares. So I'm curious to see how. You know, let me. I've got my phone here. Can always double check on Board Game Geek to see who did Struggle of Empires. Let's see. Also, for crying out loud. Let me finish my planetary industrial shit, and I'll get to you people. Let's see. Struggle of Empires, 2004, signed by Martin Wallace. Okay. So, okay. So that's probably going to be a very different game. The Struggle of Empires was succeeded by Age of Reason. Okay. History, Age of Kings. So many very helpful categories to. If you ever need to find something by a kind of category, BGG, they've got something for you. All right. Let's take the parts. Drop off toxic metals. I don't have any reactives for the mechanical parts this time. How much? All right. 60. The 312. Yeah, they'll fit. Yeah, it's getting full. I freaking made expanded cargo hold too. I need to put them on this freaking ship. I think I would have learned
Warp drive active.
to take care of my own ships first with what I'm making. But I need to have to be careful with the bottom line here. Once I have enough. And the last game on my radar is called Babylon. That one's featured. Let's see here. Who's that? Really feature that one. Featured in the preview section towards the back. Yeah, it's 3D pieces building this really impressive thing. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Is what you're building. That's what it looks like. Just the I have to see it like for real in terms of how it actually looks. Because it looks really impressive. I think it would be fun too, just building stuff as a game idea. You know, it works. Works for Jenga. Yeah, and again, I'm gonna do further research on the games and see, you know, what's what would be worth ordering and all that. Something I want to figure out with the game store owner dude is
Warp drive active.
uh, maybe putting some of the money that I make there towards the orders, towards the yeah, towards ordering the games that are on my radar. Just so that the risk is on me just as much. Because depending on the game, I might also end up buying it too, or, with what I make in there. Let's see. There.
Warp drive active.
I think out of all of them, the one I'm most curious about is Seven Empires.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Seven Empires for the strategy, Babylon for the just the sheer fun of building stuff. Last Shot because Cold War. Adventures of Conan because adventure is fun. And then the Gundam card game because it's a chance to see if they handle this well. Sometimes they do card games and they just botch the landing so hard. sucks. Actually, yeah. It's unfortunate to see an interesting game idea get completely screwed over by people who don't know how to handle it. Really, any kind of game based on something else. It's like, it's a licensed property. Why is it not done so well? Oh, come on, people. Alright. Cancel. Yes. Cancel. Yes. Okay. Altogether, the hell? Where's... I say I right clicked on the right thing, right? Did someone just like buy them all when I wasn't looking? $15,000. Alright. Huh, that's weird. Price history. Hmm, curious. Oh yeah, the elf run. They buy oxygen, they buy biofuels. They don't buy the precious metals. I think they got priced out of the market. Or some wasn't someone there for them. Water. What all I have of it. Yeah. These I take to Ren's and sell them to the Ferrari. Apparently the price is better there. Yeah. So these can actually go back on my ship because I'll probably make the Alpha run later. I'll take those home, go talk to my research team, see what they need me to do. Yeah, I just want to see. I want to see games get onto the game store shelf that
Warp drive
people want to come in and pick up from the store. And even better if they can, play it in the store, with other people, with an audience walking by, and they can see the game being played,
docking request
and then
accepted.
order it through the store themselves. Yeah, I'm not really ordering a whole lot of online stuff anymore. I have one thing coming. That's it. A miniature for my heavy metal mech team. And then other stuff I've had. It's been just costume stuff. But I think this might be the last costume thing I pick up for now. For hopefully a long time, because I really don't have the time for this. Dressing up is fun. All of it. But again, if I don't really have the time for it, then what else can I really do? Alright. Take a look at the Type 2 stuff real quick. Okay, this, this. Yes. Shit. I need to buy 11 more of you. Okay, details. That is high security, right? Yes. Do I have to go through low security to get there? No. Good. That is. I'll pick it up later. Alright. Ready. Run it. And that leaves me one left. Alright. Go take care of my researchers. Yeah, when I buy stuff online, it's because it's not in print anymore,
Warp drive active.
or otherwise unavailable to the game store. I don't want to order stuff that the game store could have got. That's part of why I'm glad I have this position now. I can see the inside of the process and understand what it really takes,
Warp drive active.
and you get a better appreciation for it. It's become too easy to buy stuff online and play at home. And I understand that, but I want to see more people at the board game league and
Docking
everything
permission
else.
requested.
We've
Docking
got
request accepted.
quite a bit playing BattleTech. I should be having some more people join into that too, so yay. Yeah, last match I played for BattleTech, and my Treb just got shot all to hell, but it survived. The goal was to get to a specific hex on the map, acquire the asset there, and then get off the map with it. The fastest mech on my team being the Trebuchet. It's like, wow. Cross mission. I'm going approximately this direction anyway. Cool. Yeah, there's. Drop off the polyaramids on water-cooled CPUs on my lava planet. I'm gonna deliver those commodities to Elf. That should be good. And I think it's far too easy for people to
Warp drive active.
just dismiss things without trying to understand, or their capacity to understand has been tainted by whatever experiences they've had, or what other people are telling them. Just wish more people would take that time to try to understand things. It's part of why I'm glad I got away from major social media stuff. A lot of people just want to keep doing straw man stuff, whatever. It's making things worse. Yeah, I had to get back into Facebook specifically for this line of work. But I'm only on there for this. I'm not
Warp drive active.
for the messenger. I'm not really gonna do much posting. I thought I could revive my old the account that I had last year, and it locked me out. It suspended the account. Like crap. I think it's because I tried to start a new account instead of open the old one.
Warp drive active.
I was, however, able to get my MSN one back up. So that was a shock to see that working again, and see the reminders of, oh yeah, I was that kind of person back then. Oops. I mean, at least I know better now, but still, it's kind of embarrassing.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm really what I would do with Facebook at this point, other than use it for work-related stuff. Right. So if I revisit him later this evening, I should have the data core. Right. Standings. All right. And that'll be up in time for me to do the research. Yeah, we take care of this, take care of my researcher, then
Warp drive
start
active.
that, go deliver the commodities. Go do an agent mission. And then we'll probably call it. You're not having a chat, but I can't do the live streams anymore. I This keeps it kind of low key on my end, which is what I have to do for now. You know what? I'll just save myself some trouble. Let's go straight there from here.
Warp drive active.
So what else is going on? I've brought everything from my locker home. I haven't abandoned the locker completely. I've got my lock on it for when I need it. But I'm going to take an inventory of everything I currently have game-wise and decide what I have to store there and what I would prefer to keep here at home.
Warp drive active.
Games that are suitable for Tuesdays. I'm going to review the rules, take some notes, and then put the note with the game, or make a binder of notes for the games that I have. That way I can, get talking about it quick.
Warp drive active.
And remember the game faster if it's been a while. I try to nail the games down to their mechanics and remember the mechanics. It makes it easier to remember most of the rules for most of the games.
Warp drive active.
He was talking about why he was willing to take me on at a game store. He was pointing out people's strengths, and apparently one of mine is just my overall knowledge
Training completed.
of board games. It says
Warp drive active.
it's one of those things that kind of happens, over the course of the years of looking through so many games has been understanding things, understanding mechanics and the way they interlock, interlink, interact.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And that understanding makes it possible to remember games by how they're played in a general mechanical sense, more than just simply the details. Remembering all the rules of a game down to the finest details and exceptions. I'm not sure how many games I can do that for, but I try really freaking hard to do it. It takes up so much human memory that I don't really have space to remember a whole lot else. So it surprises me to hear that people remember certain stuff from like way back when. It's like, how do you remember it down to the details? I want to say that out loud, but I don't. But yeah, it's just impressive what people remember, how people think about things, the details they're noticing,
Warp drive active.
the big picture they figure out. People can really impress me sometimes. How they approach things, how they see it.
Warp drive active.
So I'm probably going to be calling it in a little bit, but I want to talk about what else is coming up. Content-wise, before I'm done for today. I have Wormspan sitting on my table waiting to be featured for Watch Me Play It Solo. So that'll probably be next. I'll probably set it up while I'm uploading this. Next time I do a little play a game and chat thing video, it'll probably be with Minecraft.
Warp drive active.
I'm still considering the character creation video for GURP. Probably work in my setting idea. I still want to do the Valentine's Day costume short. Which is why I still have it on a table nearby instead of hanging on a hook. This should.
Warp drive active.
And then I want to do the channel outroduction of, you know, greetings, I am Pillar Nexus Ancient Gladiator, and this has been my channel for most of the past few years. This is, this is the content I've done, some things I've achieved, like completing 4 different games. Quake 2, Diablo 2, Halo, and Doom 2016.
Warp drive active.
Along the way, I've made 100 plus subscribers with 800 different videos in the form of regular videos, shorts, and live streams. These are the ones that have done very well. These are the things that I've probably been the most happy with. And then if you have time, just check out some of the content. I don't plan to let it go anywhere anytime soon. I don't know what might happen with YouTube, but it's gonna be here. So feel free to check it out, and thank you for watching. So something like that. We need a bit more polish. I'm also thinking about the
Docking permission requested.
fake it until they remake it. Which who am I kidding? They're not remaking it. For
Accepted.
War Master. Yeah, I'm putting the next batch of twos I make are going to improve this ship. Alright. Let's go ahead and was it that one or that one? That's its own thing. Different one. Yeah, I think this is what I wanted to do. Is make a better warrior drone. Alright. Bare minimums. Got 42.2% chance. I'm using up this stuff. Should I go out of my way to buy decryptors? They helped. And they're not too terribly expensive. I think what I'll do is I'll buy them. I gotta go. I gotta go up there to deal stuff anyway. I could also wait. 15 hours from now. So about 1 plus 15 is 16 minus 12. It's going to be 4 in the morning. I usually do some morning stuff in between the server coming back online after they do their update and before I have to go to work. If I log out here, I'm going to take care of it immediately. All right. So let's take care of the researcher. They want titanium. And this is why I've seeded my research centers with titanium. So we take care of this as fast as possible. There you go. Okay. So that's done. And actually, let's see. What does it bring us up to? 235. Okay. Alright. So I will be dealing with that later. That's right, I promised one little agent run. Go ahead and set that, set destination, make the warp, and mute the microphone and tell my sister, hey, I'm just recording here. I'll be right back. Yeah. Yeah, in the future, if my priorities change and my personal environment for content creation can improve,
Warp drive active.
I might reconsider, but I think the only way I'm coming back is one, I've got the space to work with. Two, I've got the time to work with. And three, I've got a new form.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Yeah, I think regardless of whether or not I really want to do stuff in the future, content wise, I'm done with Pillar Nexus. That's my form. Yeah. She wants me to go to fight freaking Mar Sinaku Guard, Recon Outpost, Eliminate the Threat. I'm not sure how much of a fight I'm expecting. But I'm taking the best ship I can take. To be absolutely sure. I'm waiting until the booster is done. And then I'll consider it. It might be something to bring out the hurricane. Or if even just the tombstone. But if I'm going into danger, I need to take the thing that's going to survive and fight back. I'm not sure if this is the wisest of ideas. Mastery level 1. 2 requires a week of doing all this stuff. Drone interfacing. Might have to look into that for my mining ships. Yeah. Okay, let's talk to her first. Okay. Safe, acceptable mission. I'll take it. I'll come back and do the other agent just to see how tough that's going to be. Oh yeah, I picked up Bram for the armored hull tech blueprint. Make enough for the stuff that I'm going to make and sell the rest as another. People are going to use this quite a bit, so might as well. Type of item. Yeah.
Warp drive active.
Again, the sheer volume of things to buy and sell in this game is impressive.
Warp drive.
I always appreciate these two being so close together. Is there anything else content-wise? Yeah, I'm sorry for not finishing either Restateer or Indivisible, but I think I might finish those on my own. Same for Fallout. I wanted to keep playing that one,
Warp drive active.
but streaming it seems to be an issue for that and Lords of Magic. If I've got time before the channel's done over with, maybe one more episode for each of those. It's gonna come down to what kind of time I have, unfortunately.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Well, my current job hours with my current job are little. I get home and I'm mostly tired. If I've got enough energy, I will try. I might rest for a minute or two. Other projects I want to get back to after. I have so many battle mechs to paint. I just picked up the
Warp drive active.
Inner Sphere Recon team, Recon Lance, Javelin, Ost Scout, Firestarter, Spectre. I paint those up as well. Yeah, with Mercenaries coming out, they're adding more stuff. It's interesting.
Warp drive active.
Before the month is over, I'm also gonna make it a point to go out of town for a day. That way, I've got some material to chat about for a final play and chat session
Warp drive active.
on Sunday. Upload that. If I haven't uploaded the final video, make sure that gets uploaded. And then I'll set up the post for just people to say goodbye and good luck if they want to.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Yeah, nearly 3 years. I think it's been a good enough run. And I'm satisfied with how things have been. I think it's time to put this away for who knows how long. At the very least, Pillar's going away. That's an idea. And if if there's anything I can do to come back, it'll be under a new form. It'll be with an actual direction. It'll be with an environment where I can stream peacefully, not have to deal with interruptions, and go at my own pace. Build things the way I need to build them. And just go forward from there. But right now, everything is just kind of up in the air. As long as that's going to be the way, it's probably it's probably for the better right now. So, getting closer to the end. Thank you for joining me on this journey so far, and hoping to reach the last video. This it'll be the right kind of send off. All right. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator, and I'll see you next time.